morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Coming to you on Facebook Live and Instagram Live at the same time. Nice to have a mini iPad and an iPhone, so I can do that at the same time together. It's funny to see myself in two places, but good morning, everyone, from the Rocky Mountains where the wind is howling, but the sun is shining, and so it's a good day. I just want to let you all know that I'm sending love out to everyone who is navigating this time. Hi, Marilla. I like that little hand wave. And just holding everybody in my heart. So we're going to take a deep breath together. This is our hashtag Be Home Together session for the day. And I'm so grateful for anyone who can join. But if you're watching this recorded, then so much love to you as well. So a reminder of what we're doing and why I'm doing this. I have for a long time been working on this idea of coaching as being a way of coming home to ourselves. So I'm a life coach. And with each client that I work with, it's all about coming home to being at home in our own skin, in our own lives, exactly as they are, and just learning how to be in a way that you can feel love ever present in your life. And that starts to take over any fears, any concerns, any personality quirks, any things that seem to get in the way, the obstacles between us and being able to feel love. So all the coaching I do helps people gain greater access to that. So I've started calling that How to Be Home. And so when we all were forced to stay home, I thought, what a better time to actually be doing this together, to be home together, learn to be home in ourselves together. So as a reminder of that, the three things that I invite all of us to remember are, I belong here, I am ready, I am not alone. So we're just going to take a few moments to take a nice deep breath, relax your shoulders. If you're sitting in a chair, feel the surface that you're sitting on holding you. Take a nice deep breath. And just relax your shoulders, feel held. And I invite you to keep taking some deep breaths while I walk through those three ideas. I belong here. I belong in this moment, exactly as it is, with any of its challenges or lessons, with all of its goodness, and I can notice that. I belong at home in my own skin. It is safe to be here. It is safe to be in this moment and face the challenges before me. I belong here. I am ready. I am ready for what this moment holds. I am ready and open to the lessons that are here for me to learn. I am ready to choose love over fear, regardless of what's going on. I am ready. I am not alone. Right where I am, closer than my very breath, is love. I am not alone. I am never alone. Take one more deep breath. And just let it all out. We get to be at home together. Thank you for joining me. So I'm going to read a poem that's one of my all-time favorites. It's called Kindness. It's by Naomi Shihab Nye. And I've heard her interviewed about this. She was on a bus ride, I think either with her boyfriend or fiance, or maybe her husband. But anyways, they were traveling together, and the bus they were on, I think it was in Mexico, was held up. And it was a very scary situation. And they lost everything. Their wallets, everything, but some people actually lost their lives that they were traveling with. And so Naomi Shihab Nye sits and writes this poem. I picture her in a plaza. I think she mentioned something about being in a plaza while they were still trying to figure out how they're going to get money, their passports, things like that. And this is the poem that came out of that time. It's called Kindness. Before you know what kindness really is, you must lose things. Feel the future dissolve in a moment, like salt in a weakened broth. What you held in your hand, what you counted and carefully saved, all this must go, so you know how desolate the landscape can be between the regions of kindness. How you ride and ride thinking the bus will never stop, The passengers eating maize and chicken will stare out the window forever. Before you learn the tender gravity of kindness, you must travel where the Indian in a white poncho lies dead by the side of the road. You must see how this could be you, how he too was someone who journeyed through the night with plans and the simple breath that kept him alive. Before you know kindness as the deepest thing inside, you must know sorrow as the other deepest thing. You must wake up with sorrow. You must speak to it till your voice catches the thread of all sorrows and you see the size of the cloth. Then it is only kindness that makes sense anymore. Only kindness that ties your shoes and sends you out into the day to mail letters and purchase bread. Only kindness that raises its head from the crowd of the world to say, "It is I you have been looking for," and then goes with you everywhere like a shadow or a friend. Like I always do, I'm going to read that through one more time. Before you know what kindness really is, you must lose things. Feel the future dissolve in a moment like salt in a weakened broth. What you held in your hand, what you counted and carefully saved, all this must go, so you know how desolate the landscape can be between the regions of kindness. How you ride and ride thinking the bus will never stop. The passengers eating maize and chicken will stare out the window forever. Before you learn the tender gravity of kindness, you must travel where the Indian in a white poncho lies dead on the side of the road. You must see how this could be you, how he too was someone who journeyed through the night with plans and the simple breath that kept him alive. Before you know kindness is the deepest thing inside, you must know sorrow as the other deepest thing. You must wake up with sorrow. You must speak to it till your voice catches the thread of all sorrows, and you see the size of the cloth. Then it is only kindness that makes sense anymore. Only kindness that ties your shoes and sends you out into the day to mail letters and purchase bread. Only kindness that raises its head from the crowd of the world to say, "It is I you have been looking for," and then goes with you everywhere, like a shadow or a friend. So again, that was Kindness by Naomi Shihab Nye. And today, I think a lot of us are understanding the importance of kindness and are being tested to actually choose kindness. Everybody has different things that they're concerned about right now, and almost no one is untouched by this unless you're on a boat on the Grand Canyon and somehow you've missed out on what's going on locally. Even then you would have known what was going on in the world. So everybody is touched by this. And just having that clear choice in ourselves to choose kindness. It is a choice. It's not necessarily natural, but when we choose kindness, it can change the direction of the ripples that are coming out, or at least the tone of the ripples coming out. So today, for the exercise that I have for you all, I want people to take a moment. I invite you to take a moment, if you have a journal, or you can just be thinking about this, and think back to what the one or some of the greatest kindnesses people have done for you. And maybe they happened when you were younger. Maybe they happened when you were traveling and these were strangers. Or maybe it's something that someone you know well has done for you, but you didn't do anything to earn it. A kindness that was random because you didn't do anything to earn it. So bring to mind those kindnesses, those great kindnesses that others have done for you. And then I'm going to walk you through all of these, and then I'm going to let you go, and you guys can do these on your own. But once you've brought those to mind, ask yourself the question, have I ever thanked them? If this is someone you know and you have the ability to thank them, write a letter about what that kindness meant to you, or send them an email or a text or a phone call. Let them know what that kindness meant to you. How did it change your life? How did it change your treatment of other people? this idea of before you know kindness, you have to lose things. Usually when you lose things, others are the ones in the position to be kind to you. And so often these great kindnesses will come in a time where we were scared, very afraid, usually in my experience, something that is uncertain for me. And then someone showed up with a kindness that I could not have expected that helped me on my way. So if it was a stranger, then I want you to think about a great kindness you might be able to do for someone else who has not earned it. That can actually look like forgiving someone that you really don't feel like you should forgive or you have to forgive. And I'm not saying you have to forgive people. I'm just saying that might be a way to pay forward a kindness. But there are other ways to pay forward kindness as well. So if the kindness was from a stranger, then telling somebody about someone else being kind to you and saying you want to pay them back by giving this kindness forward. And then the last thing I have for you, because our world could use kindness more than ever right now, what are some small kindnesses that you can do today? Think about just the tiniest things. If you are stuck in a house with people that you know far too well by now, whether they're family or housemates, whatever it is there a way that you can give them unearned kindness? So maybe they deserve to be treated a little snarkily. Is there a way that you can give them some unearned kindness, some random acts of kindness? Can you do one of their chores for them? Can you write them a little sticky note saying, this is all going to pass? Can you write, a letter of how you see these people in your life? Can you write to them to say, these are the qualities I see in you, even if on the inside you are having a hard time feeling that kindness? This is an even better time to have to do that. Giving unearned kindness changes us from the inside, and it blesses us. So, Marilla says, guess they're getting cake later. Cake. There's a small kindness. Can you bake for someone? Can you make a treat for someone? Another small kindness. What could you do for your neighbors that you're allowed to do if you're required to shelter in place right now? Could it be a note that you pop into their mailbox? The whole voice. Hi. Oh, it's so fun to see you. I'm going to send money to 3 close friends who are suffering so they can get something nice for themselves. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. So, other small kindnesses. Right now, retirement homes, their residents can't receive visitors. Most of them, that's what I'm hearing. So look up your local retirement home, write them notes. You can start up a little pen pal relationship and just send to whomever would like to write me back. This is who I am and I'd love to be your friend. Or you can just write notes or even make them colorful. Let that child inside come out and play and be artistic and make something colorful for them. Just to say, I see you. I wish I could come visit you. I wish your loved ones could come visit you and I'm thinking of you. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I got. That's my list. Church members and club members. If there are people that you are usually organized with and meet with that you cannot meet with right now, writing them letters, or an email or sending a text or a phone call and saying, I was just thinking about you. How are you doing right now? So those are the ideas. That's what I have for you today in our hashtag Be Home Together. Thank you for being home with me in this moment. And to all of you, may you find a little bit of home in yourselves today and just feel that sense of being able to be there. Don't abandon yourselves during this time. Choose love and kindness rather than fear, and you will know the right way to go. Hi, Shane. Thanks for joining. We're all done. All right. Much love to you all, and we'll see you on the flip side.